Hello, welcome back, my dear students of class 8. Dear students, in this video representation on the slides, I hope that you will be able to learn complete summary of the chapter 7, that is conservation of plants and animals. And this chapter is directly related to the conservation of the biodiversity, conservation of the uh, natural uh, belongings, conservation of the living things on this beautiful planet. Dear students, the diversity is the uh, word which represents the different diversity represents the different uh, geographical positions on this globe, and biodiversity, that is the different types of the living organisms, they are present in the different geographical locations. That is the biodiversity. And nature is a boon to us. Nature, that is the part on the earth in which living and non-living organism exist, is called the biosphere. So we all are living in the biosphere, and it contains a huge variety of the species living in it that interdepends on each other, and this interdependency is called biological diversity. So you are looking here the globe, this is the globe, and on this globe, this earth part, that is the this is the biosphere where the plants are present. So have a look on this pic. This is a pic diversity. So dear student, this slide here in the introduction part, you are looking here the early living organisms which was extinct right now, and currently the extinction rate is very high as far as the uh, existence of the different living organisms on this earth is concerned. So in this uh, interrelation in between both plants and animals, and their interaction in between the physical environment, form a ecosystem. So interaction in between the biological system, whether they are plant, animals, and physical environments like water, sunlight, gases, these are the physical environment, and they are directly interact together. So interaction in between these two abiotic and biotic factors is called ecosystem. So suppose earth is a ecosystem. Earth is an ecosystem. Then on this earth there are living things which are divided into two parts, and that parts are flora and fauna. So this is flora. Flora means all the plants. All the plants, they are flora, and all the animals, they are living beings. They are fauna. All the animals, they are fauna. So here you are looking here animals, human, birds. So flora and fauna, these two components constitute the ecosystem, while fauna, that is the forest, trees, flowering plants, crops, grassland, these are the fauna. Okay, so by these visuals I hope that you are able to learn. And further dear student, this is something from your prescribed book, something different from your prescribed book. So on the revision part I am trying to give you the best among the I am trying to give you the best of the learning method. Dear students, the plants which are very useful to us and they produce huge amount of oxygen for us, they produce huge amount of food for us, they produce huge amount of wood to us, that is beneficial for us. And there is a negative thing that blindly deforestation affecting the blindly deforestation that is affecting our biosphere, our biodiversity. And this blindly deforestation uh, affecting our planet. So the process of removal of the forest or collection of trees, the process of removal of forest or collection of trees from a land and thereafter converting them into a non-forest use is called deforestation. It has impact drastic effect on the human being. So what benefits that I have given note to you, and you have to understand that what are the hazards of the deforestation. Nowadays, with the growing population, the need of the land, resources, etc. are etc. for a human being has also increased. So day after day, the need of the resources that is increased, and huge number of trees are being cut down to meet the need of the increased land for housing. So trees are cut to meet the need of the wood used in manufacturing paper, furniture, in the food industry, etc. So that is the reason. Okay, and deforestation is going on. And in this figure, the forest being cut down to get land for construction of buildings, and the trees are used for manufacturing papers. Consequently, the green forest is getting converted to barren land and desert. Okay. So students, see the drastic impact of the destructive impact of the deforestation. And now you will see that what are the consequences of the deforestation. So consequences, as far as the consequences are concerned, deforestation imparts drastic effect on the that is a devastating effect on the नेचुरल बैलेंस ऑफ द अर्थ. सो नेचर का जो बैलेंस है उसके उस पर इसका बहुत ही खराब प्रभाव पड़ता है. एंड द डिवास्टिंग consequence of deforestation are एज फॉलोज। तो क्या इसका मतलब हो सकता है, इम्पैक्ट क्या हो सकता है? डिक्रीज इन द रेनफॉल, बारिश कम होगी, एंड हेंस लोअर्स द लेवल ऑफ ग्राउंड वाटर कम होगा। दिस में लैक टू ए सिचुएशन कॉल्ड ड्रॉट। इस प्रकार से इसको सूखा कहा जाएगा और काफ़ी वाटर की स्कार्सिटी होगी उन जगहों पर। तो बच्चों, ये जो स्लाइड है इसमें आपने देखा कि डिफॉरेस्टेशन और उसके क्या काजेज हो सकते हैं, क्या कॉन्सिक्वेंसेज हो सकते हैं, और भी कॉन्सिक्वेंसेज हैं, सब मोर कॉन्सिक्वेंसेज आर देयर, but the deforestation also reduce the water holding capacity to soil due to the turn reduce the movement of the water to the lower ground, form a upper part ground, resulting in the increased chances of food. Okay, so next is that is the drought, flood. These are the other consequences. ट्री कटेंगे तो मिट्टी नहीं रुकेगी, मिट्टी नहीं रुकेगी तो फिर ये चलता जाएगा आपका, बाढ़ आएगी, ड्राट होगा, सूखा पड़ेगा, फ्लड आएगा। दीज आर द कॉन्सिक्वेंसेज ऑफ द डिफॉरेस्टेशन। नाउ एफॉरेस्टेशन मीन्स द planting of the plant on the deforested land, that is the plantation or forestation. So you can write it, deforestation को काउंटर करने के लिए forestation. Okay, there are several stories, my dear students, regarding the forestation and deforestation are concerned since ancient time, and you will see in your books regarding this. So if you conserve the forest, then we will reach in the natural environment. Achha, one thing more, unicellular organism, those are having the chlorophyll, they are called phytoplanktons. And unicellular organism, those don't have the chlorophyll, they are called zooplankton. So conservation of these phytoplankton and zooplankton, they are very beneficial for as far as the food of the aquatic animals are concerned. They eat them and they grow. So these are the cellular level plants and animals, phytoplankton and zooplankton. You have to know it. And furthermore, my dear students, conservation of animals. Now see how can you conserve the animals on this. My dear student, in the ecosystem there is a food chain. Food chain means grazing animals, they eat the grass. Means like deer, suppose there is a deer. So deer, grass that will be eaten by deer in a forest ecosystem, and deer it will be eaten by lion. Grass can be eaten by grasshopper. Grasshopper can be eaten by snake. Snake can be eaten by eagle. And eagle, lion, when they get decomposed, then they get decomposed by decomposers. So this ecosystem run like this, like a food chain. So this is a food chain that has to be maintained, that has to be balanced into the nature, so that the proportion of animal and plant has to be maintained, and the red data book animals, those are listed in the red data book, those are having their less number, they should be conserved. My dear student, there are in our country there are several parks. There are several parks which are for the which are meant for the several parks which are meant for the uh, several parks which are meant for the formation which are meant for the conservation of the different types of the animal, like birds. If you take the birds, then the different birds sanctuaries are there. Birds, then bird sanctuaries are there. Tiger, tiger park are there. Jim Corbett National Park, Kanha Reserve. So there are biosphere reserve, there are the sanctuaries, bird sanctuaries, there are national parks, animal parks. So these are there are zoo. These are the places where the conservation of the animals which were in the red data book are taking place. So by establishing the parks, different parks, our society is committed to conserve these type of animals so that these animals can live for a long time on this earth, and they have to sustain their life on this earth for a longer time. Okay, so dear students, as far as the conservation of these plants and animals are concerned, I hope that this revisional video will help you to revise this chapter beyond your notes, beyond your syllabus, beyond your notes and beyond your uh, uh, other things. And you are, I hope that you are preparing your question and answers, looking the next upcoming exams. So my dear students, uh, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope that this video will help you in the um, preparation of your exam. Thank you very much.